welcome to this week's vlog. My name's Marie if you're new to my channel. If you're an oldie but goldie, then hi there. I am British, but I do live in Las Vegas, and every week I put out a vlog where we're just going out and about, not necessarily to the strip, but out and about in the local areas and showing you what it's like to live in Las Vegas. Now, on a Sunday, I put out a different type of video where it's a collaboration with the Transatlantic Housewives of YouTube, and that's Tina and Maria. I will link their channels below in my description box. And every Sunday we do a completely different themed video, so please check those out. Consider subscribing if you'd like. So this week's vlog is a short one. Last week was very hectic for me, and so it's a little bit choppy, this vlog. We're going to start off by jumping straight into Tjmaxx. I'll catch it at the end. I popped to Tjmaxx and I found these glow oils, which I think are really gorgeous, maybe for an evening out or just a summer's day by the beach. I think they are a little bit too glittery for me, so I would mix them with moisturizer. But they had a lot of choices and a lot of different shades. I particularly like this darker copper one. That was a really pretty colour. I looked at this quickly and thought it said tobacco. I don't fancy putting that on my face. It's a gloomy old day outside. It's been windy and I think it's about to rain, but it's definitely a humidity in the air, so I think it might storm. And I've broken out my English mug because I'm having a cup of tea, which I rarely ever do. And I think I'm going to put on some sort of Cotswolds video on YouTube. I have cleaned my shower today. I've done a couple of loads of washing. I took down my curtains, I've washed them, bleached them a little bit, and I've steamed one pair. I still need to steam the second pair. But I'm now going to put in a little clip from a company called G4FREE. I would like to share with you some clothes that were sent to me by a company called G4. Now, they have a sale on Amazon Prime Day, July 8th, and I highly recommend you check out their website. Let me show you the clothes now. G4 was established in 2014 and they provide innovative, lightweight sportswear and outwear accessories for all adventures and wellness seekers. We believe your journey to wellness starts here. So the first item I have is these pair of shorts. They have a really nice thick waistband. I would say it's about 3 inches thick, and it does have pockets, and they are really comfortable. I'm not sure what the material is. Everything's going to be linked in my description box, but I can tell you these are probably the most comfortablest pair of shorts I've ever tried on. So they do have 2 pockets, and it's really lovely stretchy material, and I like this colour too. Now obviously everything comes in multiple colours, so please visit their website. Now these shorts are slightly different. These are smarter shorts. They do have a belt buckle, so you could wear these with a blouse and really dress them up. Again, they have the really deep pockets, really stretchy, just so comfy. I really like these. Now for reference, I am 5'2", and I've chosen these pants, and you can see they are just a little bit long if I'm wearing flat shoes, but if I was to wear heels, they'd be perfect for me. Now everything that I've tried on today is a size 12 English or 14 American. Really nice, thick waistband. Look, I've got a bit of a stomach on me, and this really sucks me in. Again, these big pockets. This is my big old 12 Pro phone. I mean, I personally wouldn't put my phone in here, but just to show you for reference how deep this is. These are just faux back pockets. Really comfortable. It's like wearing pajamas. They're so stretchy. Look at that. And the material, the quality is really good. Now I chose this top. I think I probably should have gone up a size. It has a little zip at the front. Up. I call this a mushroom colour. I'm not sure what they call it in the website. It has a little bit of a taper up at the sides. I like the little short sleeves too. This is so comfy. This reminds me of a cycling top. Again, it came in multiple colours. Now the company is offering a really generous discount. It starts off at 30% on the best sellers, And I have a code, which I will link in my description box. So just enter that into the website and you'll get a further 10% off. I recommend looking at the website, seeing what you like. I have a jacket too. And I've chosen this pretty pale blue color. And I thought this would be perfect to leave the gym. Like if I use the sauna and I just want something really thin and comfy to put on. It has a zip front. It has a hood, side pockets that have a zip too. It has your little thumb holes. Love that. It's nice and loose. Yeah, I like this. I think the arms are a little bit too long for me, so I'd probably just tuck them under. Yeah, that's better. So I want to say thank you to G4 for sending me those clothes. That was very generous of you. Again, if you're interested, just check out their website. So I just came back from Tjmaxx. I want to share with you a few of the things that I picked up. The first being a little toy for Ethan. It was on clearance. It was not marked down to $10, and it's this little train. Now all of the toys that I've bought him are all in this like muted color tone. So when I saw this, I thought, I think he'll really appreciate that. That's that side. So that's item number one. Item number two is another item for Ethan. And that's this learning game. They do have really good toys there. A good choice at Tjmaxx at really affordable prices. Now this was $12.99 and it's a 3-piece set. So I think again he'll really enjoy that, so I'll give that to him in a minute. Now we just recently went away to Dallas and I wish I had one of these. I would have decanted some of my products and lotions into these smaller bottles, and I like the fact that it has also this little decanter in it. And it also comes in this pouch, so it's all neat and nice and can be packed away very easily. It's eco-friendly, carry-on approved, fully reusable, and and 10 labels included. Oh, that's good. So the labels are shampoo, conditioner, hand cream, suntan lotion, body lotion, makeup remover, mouthwash, hairspray. Wait, hairspray? How can you do hairspray? Hair gel and face cream. That's going to come in very handy, and that was $8.99, and they had several different versions of this. Now my last haul, you know that I bought some Tupperware items. I bought 2 more. I thought these were a little bit different, same sort of color coordinated with the other stuff that I already have. These were $4.99 for 2, and I thought, oh, they're really small, but they expand. So should we open one up? Actually, there's the picture there. But I think we'll open one up just to see how this works, because I'm a little bit clueless on this. Pop it open. Oh, okay. So it has like a little tray that you can push down. There you go. Well, that's handy dandy, isn't it? It has this too. I'm not sure what that is, if that is anything at all. Oh, it's a steam release vent. Yeah, and they just call it a collapsible food container. 2 more to my little ever-growing stash. Then I bought some, actually, this is the only thing that I went to Tjmaxx to go get. I've run out of my serum that I've been using, and I was really, really impressed. It was a Korean brand. So I've gone and bought a serum and a face cream. The face cream says Advanced Snail 92 all-in-one cream. I think this was $16.99. Again, this was from the Korean section in Tjmaxx. Apparently this is supposed to create an appealing glow to the skin. And then this one, this says Tightening Face Serum. Week 2, firmness improves, face feels smoother and more toned. By week 8, resiliency improves. Let me start that again. Week 8, resiliency improves, face looks firmer and visibly lifted. Well, I will give that a go and I'll let you know how that works out. Now this one was $19.99. We'll try those two out over the next few weeks. I found this eyeshadow. I found that palette really appealing. That was $6.99 and it's LA Girl Nudes. Some of these are actually glittery, which I tried to stay away from, but in the summertime or of an evening, I sometimes wear glitter. Really like these shades, particularly this orangey one here. I'll do a couple of makeup short videos, I think, here shortly with these eyeshadows. But I bought my daughter a dress as a little thank you for looking after the dogs whilst we were away. And I thought the material to this was really lovely. It's a linen material. It was $24.99 and the brand is Haver, Haver, London. And this was a small. Oh, look at that, isn't that cute? It's just a short dress, has pockets. So hopefully she'll like this. So there's a couple of like tears in them and this little frill. But just little caplets for sleeves and then this little frill around the neckline. I thought it was really pretty. So hopefully she'll like that. Then I found this top that I thought was really simplistic but would look really nice with a pair of black shorts. It was $16.99. Brand was Maxx Studio from London. I got it in a large and it's just really, really simple with like this little detail at the bottom, little cutaway. It's cream in colour and then it has this little eyelet button at the back with a pair of shorts. I thought that would be really nice. And then as I was leaving, yet again, I spied a dress, gravitated over to it, only to find it was again Rachel Zoe's dress. Now I have this dress, this exact same style dress, just in a different material. So I know I like it, but this material is what I particularly liked. It really stood out to me. This pattern, isn't this gorgeous? Oh my gosh, it's very long on me, comes almost down to the ground, but I really like it. So it has a little collar, a couple of buttons at the top, and this was $29.99. Again, you can see Rachel Zoe. This is so pretty. So anyway, I'll try that on later on. I think I'm going to sit down and have a echinacea drink because I feel like possibly getting a cold. I hope not. I've got so much to do. I can't afford to have a cold. I was up at 7 this morning painting the bathroom. I'll show you a little clip tomorrow morning because hopefully tomorrow I can get up before the heat hits and I can finish that bathroom once and for all. It was a project I started back in February and I thought I'll get it done before the sun comes, and now we're in the height of summer. I still didn't finish it, so I'll see you in a bit. So what I needed to do was my second coat over the bathtub. You can see where it's a thicker coat further back towards the shelf. So that is, gosh, I can't remember the name of the colour now, but it's a semi-gloss. And prior to this, it was a very dark charcoal grey. It almost looked like it was a black colour, and I really liked it, but I think I just needed to lighten it up for the kids. It was a little bit dark for them. Which do you prefer? Do you prefer the lighter colour or the darker colour? Currently in Target, and I've come across these tins. I think they're so cute. And these little plates. Arancia. Going to see that's orange. That's a cute little vase. Cute little diner toys. Little jukebox. Old car. Gas station. That's nice. It's just a decorative tile. If you need new glasses, these are actually glass, not plastic, and they're 50% off. And some more bargains. A lobster serving plate, $10. These glasses are now $2.50. I'm going with a shell theme again, $2.50, and this jug, $7.50, which you could use as a vase. I got a really cute top. It was on clearance. It said $11. However, when I checked out, it's actually woolen, but it's thin. When I checked out, it rang up as $6.60, so that was good. I want to share this drink with you. I just bought this from the Dollar Tree. It's my first time trying it. It's absolutely delicious. I mean, really good. $1.25 from the dollar store. I highly recommend this. Pour it over some ice and Bob's your uncle. You got a really good summer drink right there. So this is the dress on. Ignore my flip-flops. Isn't it lovely? I love the pockets. I really like the length, even though it's really long. It's so flowy. It will keep me cool. The no arms. Oh yeah, I just really like this. Let me show you the dress that I have. That's the exact same style, but just a different print. So this used to be my favorite dress, and I'm now torn. Whether it's this one or this one. I think I still prefer this one. Yeah, this one's giving me vacation vibes, and then this one's giving me about town vibes. But yeah, exactly the same dress, just two different prints. Which one do you prefer? I did want to share with you my self tanner. I use the Saint-Tropez one. I think it comes in two different varieties. I think there's this one, then there's one that's just primarily for the face, and then I bought myself this little mitt from the dollar store, which works really well. Sometimes I spray this directly onto my skin, and sometimes I spray it onto my mitt. But yeah, I really like this color. It's not an orange color, it is actually a really nice brown color, so I'm pleased with this. It's the first time I've bought this brand, and I will buy this again. This is actually a year old. I don't use it very often, but yeah, I recommend this. We had quite the storm the other day, so I was mentioning about the clouds and the thunderstorm. Well, it progressed into something a lot worse. I think it got up to 70 miles an hour, and we had downed power lines, trees were uprooted, smashing into cars, homes, everyone's electricity went off. In my particular neighborhood, it wasn't as bad. Don't get me wrong, we had a lot of leaves, probably the most amount of leaves I've ever seen in my swimming pool. But normally when we get the high winds, all of our cushions blow off of our sofa, but that didn't happen. So we just had really just a bunch of leaves in our swimming pool, and it was windy, but I did not know until I got to work the next day, and I turned on my computer and the news story popped up saying, you know, how bad it had actually been in Vegas. And I'm so glad that, gosh, I wasn't flying into Vegas that day, because flying into Vegas is actually quite a bumpy landing on a good day. Add in that wind, and yeah, that would have been quite scary for me. Well, we've got blue skies at the moment, but over Mount Charleston I can see we've got some tall high clouds, so that usually means thunderstorms, so better make the most of it whilst I can. Anyway, I'm off to the bank, got to sort some money out, and then I'm going to take the grandkids down to Goodwill. Now we're currently having a massive clear out in our house, and as you can see, our garage is pretty jam-packed full of stuff, absolutely full to the brim. Oh, let me show you my husband's bike, because someone had mentioned it, so let me just show you that real quick. So this is a Yamaha Raider, and that's basically all I know about it. He's actually charging the battery, which is underneath the seat, so that's why that's the seat. So that's normally there, and then that's a little back seat here that you can rest your back on, and then you can put a little bit of luggage there at the back. But it's a really pretty color, isn't it? Yeah, so anyway, that's his bike. So what you can see, we currently are trying to go shelf by shelf, deciding whether it's a keep, it's a throw, it's a donate. So we've done kind of this little section, so that's all keep. This little section is sell. We've decided to put our luggage up top, and then each section we will go down bit by bit. So yeah, there's a lot to go through, and deciding like Christmas stuff. Do I want to keep all the Christmas decorations? I've got another box down here full of Christmas decorations. you know, like florals. Do I want to keep all the florals? We're selling our camping stuff because I think our camping days are over and done with. Husband's toolbox, he needs to go through all this. And then, yeah, oh my gosh, I'm glad this week is bulk pickup. So that was a really choppy short vlog. I will do better this week. I'm going out and about with a friend tomorrow, I think. So yeah, let's have some fun in the next vlog. I was saying about the airport coming into land over Las Vegas, because you have those mountains that give those updrafts, so it is always a choppy landing in Vegas. But apparently when that storm hit, they shut the airport down, which I can well believe. Apparently the winds got up to 70 miles an hour. So did I ever tell you the story about one time my husband and I were out driving, and I kept saying to him, gosh, I said, this wind is really, really bad. I'm driving, I'm on the freeway and I'm getting blown side to side. I'm looking at the palm trees and they're swaying backwards and forwards. And he said, no, it's only 30-mile-an-hour winds. And I'm thinking to myself, nah, it's got to be stronger than that. So he pulls up his phone and, yeah, no, 30-mile-an-hour winds. And I'm like, am I losing my mind? It's got to be stronger than 30 mile an hour. Anyway, got home later on that night, on the news, it said it was 88 miles an hour. So I don't let my husband live that one down. Anyway, I want to say thank you for watching this vlog. If you got to the end, let me know. Drop me a comment, I will reply. Thanks so much, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye!